So here's a passage from Skin of Glass. This is actually one of my favorite segments. It's near the end of the book, and I'm really discussing being a teacher, but also a particular moment where I was chanting with a group of students. So a couple of things are covered here. A famous Sufi once remarked that a Sufi teacher doesn't teach, she ignites. She loosens the layers between a student's realness and the beloved. The layers dissolve, the student ignites. I've been a Sufi teacher now for almost 20 years. I undo, uncover, remove, kindle, erase, and rouse, a contrast to my early teaching years when I ladled steps, repertoire, and concepts into the eager bodies of young dancers-to-be. Then, leaning against a steady rock of information, which endowed me with institutional weightiness, I watched them scrutinize themselves in the mirror, tweaking their sinews as I had done years before. Now I close my eyes, always looking at emptiness, and students follow me as I move and breathe, drawing us into the simplicity of moving and breathing. I settle into a flow of focus. My students' wild non-realities eddy around me, and I respect them by trying not to believe what they imagine me to be, a difficult task since I was mostly once a reflection of others. Every so often, a recurring anxiety invades my steady nowness. Perhaps my students, wanting something for their money, aren't so sure why they pay me for providing an expensive nothing. I haven't much to say in defense of this exchange except that nothing is hard to come by. As sensation leaks parts of me together, I feel, beneath the cacophony of their emotions, the quietude of their essential selves swimming in my bloodstream. No longer distracted from what is, I open my eyes to see the firm floor, the chair's crisp edge, and through the window the afternoon's wide-eyed gaze fixed on me. I watch them close their eyes and face a different sort of mirror, one that refracts the naked glimmer of self. I wonder how the forward bend feels to them. Do they sense the bones shining up the spine like sharp teeth, cross-hatched with muscled laces? Do they feel the touch of cotton pant leg between knee skin and forehead skin? Or does a noisy interior harangue cloud all of that? Slowly we peel the crust and enter an uncovering. A rose opens under the sternum. A veil slides off cheeks. We come to a quiet brim. The edge of the body leans over a balcony into unfolding geometries, quadrangles, triangles, hexagons, the infinite circles. Perhaps we stand in a circle chanting, the sounds humming in our ruby-throated ribs, bouncing from one to one to one while we swallow tossed overtones. The circle groans and chords, we sink in a thick wind. We open our eyes and move together. Each person sees across the circle on an opposite shore a dancer, a body of fleshly rolls and taut planes adjusting the light between us. Our motion echoes around the rim, breaks into clever rings of itself, and we all hold the edge like a loop of rope. We fish for ourselves in the pool of space we've netted.